Hello everyone, I just wanted to make pretty much an update on my fish room for the most part. This is somewhat of a bittersweet type of video, something that I've been dreading to do or thinking about making this video for a long time. First, I have this tank here. If you guys have been following my videos, this is my original, my first Macrostomas batch. These guys are about 7 months now. They're way behind the curve, and the reason for that is because for the past 4 weeks they've been very sick. Something attacked them, some sort of external parasites. I'm not sure what it is, but I actually caught many of my tanks. I'm sure I did some contamination, cross-contamination, and pretty much that's how most of my tanks came infected. Now these guys right here, for the past, I'll say, week to 10 days, have been showing no signs of any illness, but however they're not back to normal 100%. If you can see, they're a little lethargic, they're not moving much. The great thing is that I'll say for the past 3 days, you can see they have, little nice belly. They're starting to eat. They're starting to go frantic over food, and that's, to me, that's a great sign when your fish, especially juveniles, are healthy and fries. Is that they go ballistic after food. These guys are starting kind of to do that, but I don't rule out 100% of whatever they had. This whole ordeal for the past month or so has been back-breaking. It's been stressful because of all the water changes. I mean, you could only think about, you have fish that you've been taking care of for months, you've been raising, and then all of a sudden you get, they get attacked by something. Like I said, these guys are doing much better. The tank is a mess because of all the water change that I do is just too much. But like I said, they seem to be shaking it off, whatever it is they had. It was definitely something external. It was not ick. It looked more like a fluke type symptom that they were showing. But like I said, they seem to be doing better. They're still a little lethargic, but they definitely are seeing better days now. Now, this second tank right here, they are just coming around. The good thing about these guys is that they're eating well, but they're not as they don't look as lively as the one that I just showed you in the other video, but they're doing well. These are actually siblings to the first tank that I show you. This is the second batch that these guys were born around, or hatched right around December, so that's about 5 months. And once again, they're all behind the curve because for weeks they were barely eating. I've been doing water changes on these guys, especially on a daily basis, almost I'll say like 70 to 80% of the water. I raised the temperature and added some salt lately, so that has been doing the trick. This tank here on the side, these are my Foerschi juvies. These guys were not affected at all. They're actually thriving and doing well right here in this tank. Primarily what I've been doing to treat them is I've been using aquarium salt, raising up the heater, the water temperature, and pretty much doing a lot of water changes. One product that I've been using, and I'm going to show you here, is this product, which it claims that it actually helps with the fish's immune system. It talks about that, it helps with these diseases and helps them actually fight these diseases. And I think for the most part, this particular product is doing what it's supposed to do. I think that it has helped with their immune system, along with the other treatments that I've been doing, the water changes, the salt, and raising the temperature. I think that it has taken long to take care of them because I'm not using anything else for the most part. So this has pretty much kept them alive. Out of this batch right here, I lost about maybe like 4 or 5 in the last 4 weeks. In this batch up here, I maybe lost maybe 2 or 3, and I credit that to, like I said, the product that has increased their immune system. Now I also had 2 other batches going on. They were from completely different fathers and mothers, so I was trying to, that was my line, that I was going to work with these guys, and the 2 other batches. Unfortunately, the 2 other batches, all of them died, and one of them caught, the last batch actually caught a very bad case of ick, and that I had a difficult time shaking it off, and they just went, all of them. That was the younger batch, so I guess they were most susceptible to the disease, and that's why they kind of passed away. Now I had another batch that, like I said, from a different male that was about the same size of these guys, and those I had in there were only about 10 of them. That was a small batch, and I had them in a small container, 2.5 gallon container, and they were also showing the signs as these guys. They've been fighting it, battling it for the past 30 days, as I said. And those guys, I think I made the mistake. I killed them because I had them in that small container, and I actually was adding salt to the water, and then I did a water change, almost like 95% of water change, and I added fresh water, forgetting that the water that they were in was salt water. Although I did add an aquarium salt later on, a few minutes after I added the water, but I think that shocked them, and when I woke up the next day, all of them were dead. I think that's what happened, because they were looking much better than these guys. They were looking more or less like these guys. So that I'm very upset about that. I'm upset at myself for doing that. I should have known better. And I think that's what I did. I shocked them, and they all died. Now, as I was saying before, these guys up here and these guys up here, they're both from the same dad, same mom, which is this guy up here and a female that passed a couple of months ago. Now, my thing, what I'm going through right now, is that the batches, the other 2 batches that died, their dad and mom, I'm actually fighting some of the same symptoms that these guys are fighting right now, and that's what's like killing me, because I'm like, oh man, you know, I wanted to have 2 separate lines to work with, but the batch that died, their parents are having issues, so it's just killing me. I'm gonna show you the dad right now so you can see it. This guy right here, I just put him in this little container, in the 2.5 gallon container, to see if I could treat him better here. He is fighting some of the same symptoms that all my fish are having, and this is the father of the other fish that died. So I'm hoping that he could make it through. I mean, he's not as bad as he used to a couple of days ago, but still, they all been fighting here for about a month. It's just, you know, there were times when I wanted to say to myself, man, I should just give in. And but you know, the love for these fish, the hard work that I've put for the past 3 years, you know, it didn't let me let them go. So I'm still fighting. My main concern is this guy. I want him to live because I want to breed him and have separate lines. I don't want to buy another male. You guys know how expensive Macrostomas are. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to make this video, let you guys know what was going on in my fish room, what's been happening for the past 30 days or so. Oh, but since we're in that topic, let me show you here. I have some these are the Api Api fries, which you've guys seen videos of them. These guys at one point were showing signs of ick. Let me see if I could see them. This is the first time that I've been checking them since a week ago, since I've been training them, and I think they look good. They are not showing any sign of ick, although this guy is just breathing a little too fast. I'm hoping that he could turn around, see if I see anything. So this is it. This just wanted to show you what was happening, what's been happening in my fish room. I thought I was providing great care, but I guess it's one of those things that it happens. Just wanted to share with this video with you guys, just to let you know that if something like that ever happens to you, just to encourage you and let you know that you could pull through. If I did it, you could do it as well. Okay, just have a good one, everybody.